Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking all of the ships in shipping lanes from worst to best. I have a semi-pro player with me today.
Hello.
He's going to be stating his own opinion along with mine. So, yeah, let's get started. So first up, we have the starter ship, which I think it's a solid starter. So I'd say like B tier.
Yeah. I mean, you could just put it in S because it's a meme, but everyone has to start with it. So, yeah, I don't know. Just do it
Like
wherever you
A.
want.
A.
You see that? I think that's a York container ship
York.
for seven grand. It
B.
seems like.
B maybe? I mean,
Yeah.
for the starting container ships, they're not great, but they're
Yeah.
not terrible either. I mean, you know, B.
Also, I can't really say much about them because you
Yeah,
just start with them. Sometimes you also skip them, like. So yeah, it's probably like at the 20 mil or 10 mil mark where the ships get interesting. Okay,
this
very large crude carrier. It's oil.
C, I think.
Yeah, let me just compare. Yeah, it's actually not that much better than a Zeus Max, so I
Because
would put it up high.
you have to buy the ship first. I said this in my last video, but you have to buy the ship first, and then every time you want to get the oil or gas, you have to actually like buy it again, buy the gas or oil.
Yeah.
So it costs more than, I think it's the most expensive like class to run in terms of picking up a load, because everything else is
Yeah.
free.
Also, I think like it's really hard for me because I literally played oil in a while, not again. So I don't know how they are, and also you can compare ships with like how much they make per nautical mile, and then with the speed and everything. But
These don't
like,
have that with the per
yeah,
nautical
these
mile.
don't have per nautical mile, so you can just. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of oil. I'm a fan of the Seawise Giant for 190 mil. That's probably like why I've grinded with it so much, but I think it was a real pain if I compare it to some container ships or whatever.
Alright, Vanguard. I have never touched this, but
Yeah,
apparently you can make tons with it. So
currently grinding for it,
how
but
much does it make?
I think if
A
you have
mil?
1.5, you can make yeah, well, a mil per mile. If you have 1.5, you can make 20 mil per load. So yeah,
I
that's pretty.
would think I would put it at S. I want to put it at S because it's funny that you can actually like pick up other people's ships and drive them around. I think
Yeah.
that's funny. Plus,
Yeah.
they make a lot. I think S.
Also, it's the current most expensive ship, so yeah, I think you only need a ship to grind for like other smaller ships that you want to have again if you stole them or whatever. Best oil carrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
B.
don't even know. Maybe B. I would put it in B because I really love the design, and
We'll
I
put
remember
it.
when they added it. It's not that old of a model, but it's not that new. I mean, it makes some money. I think it makes really good money, but it's slow, 17 knots.
I'll put it in front of this one.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, it looks. I think it's one of the most, like, the best looking out of all of these.
Oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triple E.
Triple E. B
What?
tier. A tier.
Yeah. Let's make it A tier. I think because it's just
I think it's such a huge milestone for a lot of people because
yeah.
it's one of the most iconic looking ships.
Yeah.
And then it's like end game. The third, I think it's third or second vehicle carrier.
Or I would just skip it, honestly. Like the high speed vehicle transport, I don't think they're too good. Personally, my opinion, I don't think they're too good.
They're not that good, but the speed is, I think, the only reason why people like the
Yeah.
first couple of them are quick. I don't know about the Mark V. I think it's like 23 or something.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
first
it's
ones are
20.
quick. I guess it's C tier only because of
but
the speed.
But I make like 89 grand for 10 mil. I think if I like compare it to I don't know, bulk 10 million, crude it makes 169, and that one makes 89. So it's fun.
That's yeah.
It's,
I'll just put it in
C,
D.
but I don't like it. Yeah, okay. A class.
Yeah,
I think
right.
it's
A class.
actually D. It's just also like the one ship. I would put it actually in A because it's like a nice ship actually for 280 grand.
That's true. When I got it, it's
doesn't
like, woo, look at me.
Yeah. And it's also like it looks, if you like tilt that ship, all the container ships look like they are only made for 1 meter waves, and that actually looks a little bit like a bigger container ship. The Suezmax, yeah.
Isn't it like the 4 mil?
4 mil, yeah. You're right.
C. I think almost all of the oil ships are going in C tier. They're just the fact that the market for oil can change, and that you get inconsistent profit. I don't know. They just don't seem very good. Arctic LNG. I want to put it in A tier.
A, yeah.
Just
Good A.
even though they nerfed gas, it still makes a fair amount. It's not like terrible.
And it looks special.
It's one of the most unique looking ships.
B class. It's actually B class.
Yeah, it is B class. B tier.
Hard to say. I would actually. Yeah. I don't like really much because it's like. It doesn't make a lot of money, but it depends on those high speeds, and I'm not a fan of those high speed ships, but it's okay. It's just good. But I think for 40 mil, you should just get the very large crude carry that's like 10 mil more. And
Yeah.
it makes 350, and B makes 190, even though it has higher speed. But yeah, I don't like these high speed things.
It's good at. Well, okay, I don't want to say it's good. It's mediocre at everything except the speed on it is 32 knots, which is pretty good at its price point.
Yeah.
Everything else about it is not great.
Capsize bulk. Yeah, I just have it open to see. At some of these ships we don't know just about.
For mid to late game, I think it's okay.
I would actually put it at A because if I look at it, it's pretty slow at 19 knots, but it makes 210k per nautical mile at 15 million, and the B class, which is 40 million, like, so more than double the price, makes 20k less, and it's not even double the speed.
Diamond, I'm pretty sure this is.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know actually what it is right now, but
I think
when it came
this
out
is.
or a little bit later, it was really trash.
I think it's like the least played ship in the whole game.
C.
C or D, honestly. It's. I don't even. I've never really looked at this ship before. I'll put it in C. Subject to change. E class. It's not bad.
Yeah, it got buffed a lot. It was like really bad against those
Yeah.
ships and everything else, but then they buffed it up to like 23
It's
knots.
better than the Arctic for price, but it also costs 20 mil more.
I think it's also better, like, we can compare it. It makes 435 per nautical mile. The gas 75 makes less and is slower also. So the 75 million gas is slower and makes less than E class.
I'll put it
Yeah,
top of B, I guess, for now.
Okay. Yeah, top of B. Yeah, it makes 700 per nautical mile. That's a lot of money, and it's also not that slow. It's 22. I would say it's really like S tier OP, but I don't know with the. I didn't try the ship, so I don't know with the spawn if they like spawn now close to port, or if you really have to go over the map to just get your load and then go back over the map to get your money. I don't know.
I've seen people, they spawn at port and it's a couple of kilometers or whatever away. It's
I
not
would
like
put it
top of
A
A,
tier.
like here
Yeah.
maybe. The first oil, again, I don't.
I would even put it to the worst here. D. I don't know. The container ship looks better. I think makes more money.
For 200k though, it's a decent start into oil, but oil is oil.
Yeah. some Handy Max or Supra Max, I don't know. Something between.
I think it's handy. This is super.
Yeah.
For-
Okay.
Ugh.
Wait, no, this is Supra that you have right now. Or wait, or I don't know. Just the ships look literally the same. I don't think it's not much of a difference. Just put it in B because those, I think
Bulk is not
okay.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Herbert. I mean, it's got decent speed. It's not super expensive. How much does the Panamax container make?
Panamax makes 89 per nautical mile. It's faster and makes more money than Panamax.
Goofy ship. This is goofy.
Just to troll other players, DT. I think if you're like not a cheater and just want to troll players, everyone uses this because it's fast. It makes no money, even though it's a car transporter, but I think didn't like when it came to the game it didn't even have a job. I don't even know.
I think it
Or
was a container ship.
Yeah, right, it was a container ship. But
Interesting.
yeah, it had like 4 containers while the starter ship had 6 or whatever.
And it was like the third one too, wasn't it? It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was weird.
And still 500,000. Not good. Not good.
No clue what this ship is either. It's like the second or third container ship. I know that. I think it
Yeah,
carries
third.
10 containers, something like that. Put
Whatever
it
it's
C. Yeah. I don't
It's
think
only
it's
like
terrible.
two grand. That's like
That's it. Dang.
one of the starter ships, 2 grand. King class, it seems like.
That's right. I think I'll put it C.
I would actually put it B because I love the looks of it. I really love it.
That's true.
But I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. I didn't even try it.
Yeah, me
so-
neither. I've never.
But I love the looks
We'll
of
put
it.
it-
It's the only car ship I really love.
Now this is
Now the
Lloyd.
class. Yeah, 500 grand.
B.
Looks
C or
goofy.
B, honestly.
20. I mean, it seems like it makes some money actually.
Yeah. It's
I
not
don't know,
too bad. It's not terrible, but yeah,
I would go with B.
middle of B. Earth, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the second container ship for
Yeah.
like 2 grand.
I mean-
I think the only thing was it had like 2 more containers than the starter ship and was faster, but yeah, it's also like the starter ship that you get like in one run. So yeah, I don't know about it.
All right, Mark V.
Oh, that's actually a hard one. I
Yeah.
didn't try cars.
Me
But
neither.
I think it's actually not that bad
It's
from
like
the
A
money
or
making.
B tier, top of B.
I don't know. Maybe it's I think it's like competes with the. I think there are 3
Triple
ships for
E.
110 million with the QMax LNG, the Mark B and the Triple E. I think are all literally the same price.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know which one of them is the best, but I think they're all pretty decent. It just comes to think what you like more cars. If you like the cars loading mechanic or
Yeah,
gas or whatever.
that's a good point actually. If you don't like loading the cars up, then this would be like a C or B tier. But if you do, that's
Yeah.
something yeah, I don't know.
I like that they thought out something new because they could just have like another, just that you just press a button and it instantly
Yeah.
loads up the vehicle. I think they should do it for literally every class, so you have to do like a little task or whatever. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty fun. Maybe it gets boring after like you did the 20th run or something, but
But I don't
think still
I think
has
if they did
mechanic.
that on like the higher tier container ships or the ships that take forever to load normally, it would just take too long. But I don't know. Unless they could make it like skippable. Back of A, I guess.
Okay.
Maximus.
Ah, best container ship. I would put it in B, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think I don't know about Maximus, but I think like Quad A is also. I mean, it's not that much more expensive, only 100 mil, but it also makes like I think 15k per nautical mile more. 15k.
Oh,
If you
that's
make that for 10 miles, that's like 150 to 200 or 400 whatever grand more than quad A for 100 million more.
that's
I don't
not
know.
really. Yeah, it also looks like part of the front is like a cruise ship that they just chopped in half.
Yeah, but it looks goofy.
Yeah, I guess like, yeah. If it makes a little bit more than the quad A for that much more price, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, D tier. No idea
don't
what this
know
ship
it.
is. It's like the 5th container, I want to say. They're 4th or 5th. Start of game ships are just so hard to rank because we haven't really played them ever.
Yeah.
It's like you do 3 or 4 runs in them and it's like, oh, next
Yeah.
ship. I guess we'll put it in C because, yeah.
So I don't think skipping like those first 5-6 container ships isn't a bad thing. Yeah, it is. It's the first bulk.
D tier.
To me, for 11 grand, it looks really goofy. So now Panamax, I think.
I want to put it in either B or C because it's not bad.
Yeah, but definitely actually behind, because we thought of this behind the... What did you have? The Herald or whatever? Herbert or... Yeah. It's worse than
Herbert?
it.
So,
Yeah, it's worse than Herbert. Maybe B or C.
Put it back of B. Here's another thing too. This ship is 4 million. B class is 4D. So that's a big grind
Yeah.
when you're getting like a million or so.
If I really think about it, B class is also not that good. I mean, Arctic makes so much more money and it's only like 10 mil more or whatever.
15. But yeah.
Yeah. Still, it makes loads more money. I mean, 32 knots, yes, but who likes speed?
You could get more runs done in an hour though if you compare that to the Arctic then. But yeah, I don't know. It might not make a difference, really.
But also, it's like half the money you make from Arctic.
Yeah.
The Panamax bulk, I think there's a Panamax container and the bulk one. Let me see.
Like
2.4 million and it makes 75 grand.
I almost want to put it in D because I know it's probably pretty slow, right? Like 20 knots or something. 22.
It is 19 knots, yeah.
Oh, ugh. I would probably skip this, honestly.
Yeah. And I something I don't like the looks of it. 2.4 million. I don't know what else is 2.4 million.
Closest would probably be Panamax container
Panamax
or
container,
yeah.
yeah.
And it gets worse profit, so, and it's way slower.
I think it is, yeah, I wouldn't put it in the lowest tier, but somewhere C. Somewhere in C.
Here. Another goofy container ship. There's so many of these, I don't even know what one it is.
I need to look myself. Per 25 grand.
Alright, this is the starter. This is prototype. I know that.
Yes.
The new line that they just added. It makes
yeah, it's 10.
It makes more than Arctic, and it's cheaper
Yeah.
than Arctic.
And it's 10 million less, but and it's also faster if I look right. But I don't still know with the spawns if they like, if you have like guaranteed spawns that they spawn in harbor, or you sometimes just don't have a harbor spawn and need to do the half map or map tour. I don't know.
I'd put it right next to Goliath, honestly. It makes more than Arctic, and it's cheaper. Plus, it looks cool. I like the look of these.
Qmax.
Qmax, yeah. Ugh. I think it could go anywhere between Mark V and Triple E.
Yeah. That's like the big three. I don't know.
Yeah, like the start of Endgame. I'll put it top of B, actually.
I
Cause
think it looks
yeah.
a lot with the Mark V. Does a lot like, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never played any of these before, so I don't have much to say. Q Mini.
You know that, okay.
Yeah. I used to think that this was a good ship. And it's for 12 million. I don't know. It's not great. But
Makes 100
it's also the start of Gas line, which is not a bad line. I think I want to put it middle of C.
Also, it doesn't make. If I look at it, it makes actually not that. It makes actually decent money, but
Yeah.
bro, if I looked at right, it's freaking small.
It
I
is.
don't know
It is. Yeah.
if that's right, but it looks for me. It looks for 12 million. You can get the second best bulk chip for that, and that's like a huge thing, and that looks like just a starter ship or whatever. I hate that it's so small.
True. And the Arctic too. The grind, if you were to get this and grind to Arctic and do the gas line is huge. 12 mil to 55 mil, that is a big grind.
Like, just put it
Put it
here
mid
or
of
whatever.
C, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can't say anything about this. I got it right now, mining with it. So, actually, really love the design of the Triple E in the Quad A. But
Yeah, I think they're one of the most iconic ships.
yeah, I think also they are like Triple E is actually also. I think it's actually the real name Triple E.
I think I'm gonna put it A,
Yeah.
like here maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe in between these, I guess, because it's not bad, I don't think.
Also,
It's
300 million is a lot of. Jeez.
not when you have this big boy. That's not very much,
Yeah.
but it is a lot. Just not when you compare it to this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess mid of A. C-wise.
I guess if in the game, what else can you say about it?
Yeah.
No, I think B tier, because it's something special that it's so big. Another car ship. I don't like the looks of it.
It looks like your traditional car ferry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's
I mean,
what to say
if we put King in C, this has to at least be maybe back of C,
Mm.
right? Because, yeah, King, it's only fair. Alright. Herbert. It's alright. It's
I
not
think it's a thing not after Herbert.
after
next-
Stewart. One of them, yeah.
Or wow, yeah, whatever. Decent. I would do it to B tier, like Herbert or whatever the other ship was.
Yeah, but is it much of an upgrade though? For the 11 million that it costs? I know,
I
because
don't know.
they look almost the same.
I don't even know really. Too many
Anyway,
starter ships.
Yeah, they have too many starter ships though. I mean, like all of these.
Container ship. Everything like till 200 grand is irrelevant.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed our shipping lanes ranking video. Every single ship. If you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again later. Bye.
Bye.
So